Oh, now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason, as always, my co-host, Mr. Zack Partridge. What up, dog?
Yo,
Hey,
hey,
we got it. What?
congratulations, new grandpa.
Thank you, dude. I'm so freaking excited.
You're gonna
I'm
be
so
you're gonna be
excited.
Grandpa Jason now.
Well, they already called me Grandpa Jay at Jiu-Jitsu, so
Well, now I'm gonna call you that.
it's official now. It is official. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's like I was in shock all night last night.
And Baby J turns 2 tomorrow. Bubba J.
Oh, Bubba J turns 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice. What are you guys doing?
Going to fights.
Going to I forgot. I didn't even think about that. Going to fights. Bubba J's going
Father
to
of the
fights.
year, not me.
Yeah, we got fights tomorrow. We got Bellator tonight. We got PFL tonight. We got
Who's fighting
UFC
for
tomorrow.
Bellator tomorrow?
It's Gegard Mousasi and Eblin, Johnny Eblin. Did you see the girl that they have Kayla Harrison fighting?
Yeah, she's gonna get murdered.
Dude, come on. Dude, this is ridiculous. How does the commission let that happen?
I don't know.
We need to get Scott Bowler on here and dig into some information because,
Hey, we have the best commission in the world.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We need some insight. Like, how are you guys going to let this fight go? Like, she's going to murder that girl. Murder her. Is Kayla Harrison ever going to have a hard fight in the PFL? Ever?
No.
Is she going to have any competition?
No.
Is that good or bad for her?
It's bad.
Because they're going to pump her up like she's all that, and then they're going to send her to the UFC. And she's gonna get knocked out. Yeah, man, we got a pretty fun card tomorrow. I love this main event.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got our boy Chris Curtis back on the card against the
we're
black
talking
belt.
UFC. Time out, real quick. Time out. We got news. Is Gegard Mousasi the most underrated MMA fighter in the world right now?
Yes, right now.
Like hands down, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't
it's
you
49-7?
Wouldn't you rather do Gegard versus Izzy than anybody else at middleweight in the UFC?
Oh, 100 times. Yes.
I think that's the fight.
Dude, the guy he's fighting, I don't know much about him, but he's 11-0.
He's dead. Great. 11-0, 20-0.
Don't matter.
Gegard inside the distance, baby.
Gegard inside the distance. Dude, he's 49-7-2. That is crazy.
49-7-2?
49-7-2. His last loss was 2019 majority decision to Rafael Lovato Jr. And then before that, he didn't lose for 4 years, 2015 to Uriah Hall.
Oh, I do remember that.
It was like the spinning back fist, I think. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, too.
What?
What do you think about Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather boxing round 2 to get Conor back into the game a little?
Stupid.
Why is it stupid? Hey, Jason, would you like to make $100 million?
I think it's great for them.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's great for me as a bettor because there's going to be idiots out there that are going to take Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's going to spark him this time.
Stop it.
No, dude, here's the deal. Dude, okay. Between me and you.
What?
Conor McGregor's never winning a UFC title ever again.
No.
So why in the world wouldn't you go make $100 million?
Oh, I'm not. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate it for him.
It's the right move for Conor.
I just hate it I don't care. From a competitive standpoint, it's like,
you'll watch.
I'm going to watch.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
There was something missing from there, though.
It's all that matters.
Something missing from that statement. I'm not paying for it, but I'm going to watch it. Oh, man. Hey, for everybody listening, for all 2 people listening, I think we are this close to getting press passes for the UFC in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
The Damage Plan MMA podcast will be represented We got to go to if they have the press conference for the fans, we have to go.
Oh, Dana said they will.
What are you going to ask Kamaru Usman? Or Leon Edwards? What would be your first question?
Oh, you know I'm going to ask Leon Edwards the card questions.
Dude, ask him, dude. Just let it fly, bro. Let's
go
viral.
Do you think you're the 5th or 6th best welterweight in the world? Because I can think of 5 others better than you.
Do
why
it,
are you
dude.
getting the shot?
Do it. We're going viral.
You're like, why are you getting the shot? You haven't beat anybody. You got wobbled by Nate Diaz in the 5th round. What is wrong with you? That guy's on his way out.
You're not giving him no shot at Edwards, at Usman.
By no shot, I mean negative.
Really?
He has -% chance. So do you know what I ask him? Do you think you get finished or do you think you lose 50-45?
How does Usman beat him?
Everywhere.
Standing?
Sure. Usman's boxing's better.
Leon's pretty legit on his feet. I'm not saying I'm picking him. I'm just making an argument.
What Usman did to Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington?
Dude. Leon Edwards would demolish Jorge.
But what did Colby?
Colby would wrestle him. I don't know if Usman's going to wrestle him. Dude, you're underestimating Leon Edwards' striking. He's got very good striking.
He got wobbled by Nate Diaz, who hasn't knocked anybody out in 6 years.
It was the 5th round. It's like the last 30 seconds of the 5th round.
Championship rounds. Guess what? He's going to be fighting in championship rounds.
Did he win? Did he win?
You're so dumb. Dude, you're so dumb. Listen to me. If Nate Diaz, Mr. Pillow Hands himself, can wobble Leon Edwards in the 5th round, what do you think Kamaru Usman, who put Masvidal into another planet, is going to do to him?
Dude, Usman's jab is something to be.
That power jab's ridiculous.
That power jab is
ridiculous. He dropped Gilbert Burns with that, it was like, oh. And we saw it's not like Gilbert doesn't have a chin.
Oh, yeah. And he just beat freaking. Hey, here's a question for you. Not to change subjects. Same weight class, right? You have Chimaev at welterweight, right?
Yeah.
Chimaev's at welterweight, right?
Yeah.
He's number 3.
Yeah.
Is he better than Shavkat Rakhmonov?
Yeah.
You think he's better than him?
Yeah.
If Shavkat wins tomorrow, will you change that?
If he does, depending on how he does it, but
if he just starches Neil,
I think that Neil Magny is a live dog tomorrow night.
I think you're going to lose your money. Don't bet against Shavkat, dude. I don't bet against him. He wears the hat to the cage.
I don't care.
The sacred hat.
Your whole theory about the hat automatically wins.
It's true.
No.
Who's lost? That's worn one.
Or somebody named Nurmagomedov.
Probably
at some point.
Oh man. Bellator's on tonight. You know who else is fighting on Bellator tonight? I know you don't like that kid, but I like that Danny Sabatello kid. I like that kid.
He's a dork.
He's a dork.
Though. He can fight.
He's freaking dude. He smothered that last dude. He's like, I'm not going to submit you. I'm just going to punish you. And he did. He beat the. Oh man. I'm gonna watch that tonight after our weigh-ins. Should we break down this card for tomorrow? Take a look at it, or do you want to talk about Fierce? You want to talk about Fierce? Let's talk about Fierce because Blake and I. So when you were gone, taking care of the brand new baby, Blake and I kind of went through of who we thought our fight of the night was going to be. What fights are you looking forward to on this card? Most looking forward to. You can't say all of them.
No, the opening fight, Kyle Griffiths versus Anthony Acosta. I think it's going to be bonkers. Okay. So some people just like to come for the main card or whatever. That fight alone, be there at 5:00.
It's going to be a good fight.
Because that fight's going to be bonkers. You get 2 real 205ers in it. I don't know who wins. They're both 0-0.
Yeah, we don't know what to expect.
They're both huge, strong athletes.
They both train at great gyms.
Both train at great gyms.
We've heard good things from both camps about both
Like,
guys.
Matchmaking wise, that was the one that I was like, oh my gosh, that's number one.
Okay.
Number two, and by the way, I mean, I am excited for all of them. I think stylistically, Malachi Novosel versus Jose Mendez is going to be really, really interesting.
It's going to be a banger.
And the pro fights, I think Dom Salas versus Chris Ruffin in the co-main event. You have two guys that just come forward.
It's funny you said that because that fight wasn't mentioned with me and Blake. And then Blake actually called me on the phone and he said, hey, man, I'm telling you right now, he's like, I actually think the Dom Salas and Ruffin fight might be the fight of the night. Because you know him. He's John Anik-ish, like breaking down these fights. He did a lot of research.
Name a boring fight we've ever seen Dom in.
None. Well, apparently Blake did a lot of research on Chris and said, this might be fight of the night. It could be.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in Casey Radden and Chris Kennedy too.
Stylistic,
right? You got a jiu-jitsu black belt.
You have a monster jiu-jitsu black belt on the ground in Chris Kennedy. And then Casey Radden, who is so good on the feet. He has so much experience in his kickboxing and boxing. But, you know, it's not like Casey hasn't been around and doesn't know how to grapple. Like, that one's interesting. I feel like that fight could go very one-sided, but could also end rapidly. Like if Casey can keep it on the feet and he's pouring it on, and then like drops him and falls him to the ground, like Chris could get a finish like that, or vice versa. If Chris is getting him down or whatever, and then all of a sudden maybe he's tired and can't, then like the tide, I could see that fight being one-sided and the tide turning at some point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just, it's a bonkers fight. As a matchmaker, I try to stay unbiased too on who I think could win or whatever.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. My goal is when I'm making these matchups is 50-50 fights, right? Like, I don't want to look at a fight and be like, I know who's going to win that fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's more doable than others.
Yeah.
But like that's the awesome thing in a fight. Like Joe Rogan says it. He goes, I don't tell people who I think is going to win fights because the honest truth is you never know. As sure as you are, I mean, how positive were people that Luke Rockhold would knock out Michael Bisping again?
Oh yeah.
How positive was everybody that Ronda Rousey? You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
That's what's so fun about the sport. Like dude, like you kind of know. Like in other sports, you kind of know. Upsets happen, but you kind of know. In MMA, dude,
you just never know.
You just never know. So probably my three is Kyle Griffiths versus Anthony Acosta, Malachi versus Jose Mendez, and then Dom Salas versus Chris Ruffin. I think those are the three that not that I'm not intrigued by the others, but that I think that I'm the most intrigued by. By the way, I did a poll on the Fierce page for title fights.
Yeah.
And they were both like within like 51 and 49%.
I saw that. That's freaking awesome.
It's like everybody else knows the fight's going to be close too.
Hey, Mason, what's up, dog? We might do you one better. We're this close to getting our press pass for the fights.
Press row, baby.
It's in review. Hey, I think we got to give a huge shout out to, we had somebody step in on short notice this week too. Don't we owe Liz Molina a shout out, don't we?
Liz.
Stepping up on short notice.
So unfortunately, Nicole Fuga's original opponent, she kind of went a little MIA on us or whatever, and is what it is. I'm sure she's dealing with whatever she's dealing with. Whatever. So we're trying to get Nicole an opponent. Shout out to Juan Pablo with Mountain Force. I reached out to him, and he's like, yeah, I got somebody actually. And Liz was prepared for the opportunity. She goes, cool. She goes, here's my blood work. She went in the next day. But by the time I talked to her, and by the time we got all of her medicals and physical and everything done in contract, pictures, everything, less than 48 hours. For an 0-0 debut girl, like,
shout out Liz. Shout out Liz.
So win, lose, or draw, she'll always be welcome back at Fierce Fighting Championship. You get a girl that does, you get any competitor that's that prepared to, you don't have to get ready, stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. Yeah. And she's ready. And dude, she's prepared to get ready. And she watched Nicole's. Here's the other thing that told me a lot. She didn't say yes till she watched Nicole's last fight. She watched the fight and then she said yes. And I'm like, girl's game. Like we have no idea what she's bringing, but she's game.
Yeah. Shout out to Liz and shout out to Juan Pablo for coming through. I love it. Cool. I love it. Do you want to break down this card right now? Let's do it. Okay. First up of the night, we have in the strawweight division, Jinyu Frey versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Frey is 11-6, stands 5'3" with a 65-inch reach. Demopoulos is 7-4. She stands 5'2" with a 62-inch reach. Who do you see? What do you like? Frey is a -230 favorite. The comeback is +195 for Demopoulos.
So I don't think Demopoulos is that good.
Me neither.
But her last one was impressive because she was getting pounded, and then she pulled off an armbar. And shout out, I don't know if you're looking at this, but Vanessa Demopoulos, her last competition was in grappling, and she lost to Aislinn O'Connell, who we will see tomorrow night at Fierce Fighting Championship against Amy Campo.
Wasn't that combat jiu-jitsu too?
Medusa
or was that just the Medusa too? Yeah. For some reason, I thought Mio said combat jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
Those were combat jiu-jitsu. Yeah, so, she's coming down to take on Amy Campbell. Woo, man.
So by the way, we didn't even talk about combat jiu-jitsu and Amy Campbell, Aislinn O'Connell. But anyways, this is a fair matchup. Jinyu Frey, she's old. She's older. Vanessa's pretty young, right? And Vanessa talked about she quit being a exotic dancer to train full time now. So maybe Vanessa's turned the corner. She is officially 1-1 in the UFC. I think she is a little bit of a live dog here because Jinyu Frey's a little bit of a. I haven't seen her put it together for really 3 good rounds yet.
And she's got losses to Luke Boon Mi and Kay Hansen, who I don't think either one of them are doing very well in the UFC.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to pick.
I don't hate it
with the upset.
At those odds,
I think the value's on Vanessa 1,000%.
Yep, I think so too. I'm gonna go Vanessa too. I think she's got a lot. I think she's got a shot at this one. Next up, in the bantamweight division, we got Mario Batista and Brian Boom Kelleher. Batista is 9-2. He stands 5'9" with a 69-inch reach. Kelleher is 24-13. He stands 5'6" with a 64-inch reach. Pretty even on the fights. Batista's of -175. The comeback +145 for Boom. Who do you like? Why do you like it?
So I was told by somebody that's in those training rooms a lot. One of my, I'll call them my sources.
Your sources. I like
him. He thinks that Mario Batista is about as good of a lock as there is on this card.
I would agree.
I really have a hard time picking against Kelleher with his experience. He's durable. He's crafty. But in reality, I think Mario Batista is probably just going to be a little bit too much on the feet with his length and his reach advantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Mario Batista by decision in this fight.
Boom. Cash it. I'm going to follow you on that one too. Next up, we got Cody Durden versus JP Buys. Durden is 12-4-1. He stands 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. JP is 9-4. He stands 5'5" with a 67-inch reach. This fight is about a coin flip. Zach, what do you think on this one?
I actually Durden's had a rough go of it in the UFC.
Durden has had a rough go. Didn't he just get his butt kicked by
Yeah.
Makayev? Oh, yeah. Makayev. Yeah. Submitted him.
But you know what? JP Buys hasn't been exactly on fire either.
No.
And
dude, he's a contender series guy, man. Those contender series guys, they just something up with those guys.
I am very. You know what?
You're gonna go Durden?
I'm going Durden. My gut says Durden. I'm going Durden.
If he's plus money, I'm taking Durden. Gosh, I'm not disagreeing with you today. I'm trying to find some stuff.
And I don't like this fight.
Yeah,
I just don't love it.
Next up in the bantamweight division, again, we have Rulian Pavaya versus Sergey Morozov. Pavaya is 21-4, stands 5'8" with a 69.5-inch reach. Morozov is 17-5. He stands 5'6" with a 67-inch reach. Morozov is a -150 favorite. The comeback is +125 for Pavaya.
I like Pavaya in this.
Damn it.
He's fought the tougher guys. And
yeah.
I just think wins over Zumagulov and Kyler Phillips. I mean,
that's a big win. That Kyler Phillips win is a big win.
And I didn't really even think that convinced he won it, but it was close. And if you can fight a close fight with Kyler Phillips, then okay.
All right, so we're both on Pavaya on this one. Anything standing out to you?
Probably by decision. They're both pretty durable guys.
Okay.
Pavaya did get pieced up by O'Malley, but most people do.
So we're both on the Pavaya train. Next up, we got downtown TJ Brown against Shailan. Here we go. The Wolverine Nuradembeki. Nuradembeki. The Wolverine. We'll just call him the Wolverine. You know how we have the Mongolian? This guy is from China. He's the Wolverine. Downtown Brown is 16-8, stands 5'9" with a 73.5-inch reach. The Wolverine is 36-10. He stands 5'8" with a 69-inch reach.
You got TJ Brown by knockout.
Yeah.
Right?
What's up with the guys from China? Like the fighters that come out of there.
He's lost a decision in the UFC, but over in the China one, he got finished in almost all of his other losses besides one.
Yeah, I'm looking at that triangle, but yeah, I like TJ Brown in this one as well. Now watch the Wolverine come out and starch him. Next up in the light heavyweight division, we got Tafon Shukui against Carlos Ulberg. The Don is 6-2. He stands 6 foot tall with a 77-inch reach. Carlos Ulberg is 4-1. He stands 6'4" with a 77-inch reach. Who do you like? Why do you like it? Let's hear it.
Is kind of surprising to me. I think Ulberg destroys Tafon.
I do too.
Like the fact that he's the underdog, I think is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Might be my value of the night is Ulberg.
Yeah, I really like him. Let's see if the odds have flipped on that. Nope, he's still plus money pretty much everywhere.
Take that. I'll take Ulberg at plus money all day.
Give it to me. Are we going to disagree, Zack? All right, main card time. Our boy Chris Curtis back in action on the main card against Rodolfo Vieira. Curtis is 28-8, stands 5'10" with a 75-inch reach. Vieira is 8-1. He stands 6 foot tall with a 73-inch reach. We ain't getting no underdog pick on this one. Curtis is a -130 favorite, and the comeback is +110 for Vieira. I think Curtis pieces him up.
Disrespect on Chris Curtis.
He's a favorite.
He should be minus like 220.
Nah, I don't know about -220.
I know about it. Chris is, if these guys fought 3 times, Chris wins at least 2 of them.
Oh, I believe. Okay, I got you. I can see that.
So that's 2-1. Right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I got you. I'm picking up what you're throwing
Chris
down.
Curtis. Dude, I'm sorry. I get that this guy's the black belt hunter, But I also, from another inside source, I also know that Chris Curtis has been training his whole camp with freaking Russian wrestlers.
Well, and
so how is Randolfo going to get him to the ground if Chris Curtis has been working on his wrestling?
Don't forget, your black belt Hunter got submitted with an arm and guillotine choke a year and a half
by
ago.
a blue belt.
By a blue belt.
And his nickname is Fluffy.
Yeah. The black belt Hunter got submitted by the blue belt. Gosh, you might want to change
your name. With a guy with his nickname is Fluffy.
You might want to change your name after that one.
Alexander Hernandez, his nickname is Fluffy. Shout out Cole Schaefer, who reminded me of that.
So we're all up. We're both on Chris Curtis, right?
All the way, dude.
Chris
Curtis by knockout. How about that?
I mean, he's tough. It might go to decision, but I think I could see it. Next up, we got in the bantamweight division, Umar Nurmagomedov against Nate Maness. Nurmagomedov is 14-0, stands 5'8" with a 69-inch reach. Maness, 14-1, stands 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. So Maness coming in is going to have a 2-inch height advantage, 3-inch reach advantage. He's a huge underdog at plus 650.
And he's at a 7 or 8 letter in the name disadvantage. Nurmagomedov is all you need to know, and he wins inside the distance by however he wants. Stop it! You can't even make an argument. Don't even try. Wait, did your screen freeze?
No, I don't think so. Is it froze? Am I froze?
No,
I'm like sitting here thinking. I'm like looking. I'm like, man, does this guy have a shot? No, he doesn't have a shot. Nurmagomedov by smash.
By
smash. Next up in the lightweight division, we got Thiago Moises versus Christos Gallegos, the Spartan. Moises is 15-6, stands 5'9" with a 70.5-inch reach. Gallegos 19-9. He stands 5'10" with a 71.5-inch reach. Who do you like in this one?
Gallegos is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I think so too.
Gallegos likes to rely on his wrestling quite a bit, and that's not going to go well against Thiago Moises, dude.
Nope. I'll take the younger fighter. I'll take Moises on this one.
Yeah.
Who do we got up next? Oh, can we just skip this fight?
I was about to say, I hate this fight. Why
Josh
is this
Parisian and Alan Badat? Parisian, 14-5, stands 6'4" with a 79-inch reach. Alan Badat is 8-3. He stands 6'3" with a 79-inch reach. I don't even care. Like, seriously, like, if you got to run to the store and get some snacks, do it before this fight.
You got one guy that has no wins in the UFC and the other guy that has a split decision over Roque Martinez. Like,
yeah.
You know what? We're boycotting this. We're not picking it.
We're not picking it. We are officially.
Oh, we just lost Jason. Where'd he go? We just lost Jason off the feed. Well, okay. It's good to see y'all. Yeah, we got canceled finally. Cancel culture. Next up, we're just going to roll right into it. The co-main event of the evening. Neil Magny versus Shatka Romanov. And Shatka Romanov is minus 410. Neil Magny is a plus 330 underdog. Neil Magny standing 6'3" with an 80-inch reach. Rakhmonov 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. Oh, hey, what's up, man?
What the heck did I just ended myself out of there? Oops,
you just got cancel cultured.
Yeah.
I've already read their stats.
Okay.
I've already read their stats.
I was talking and I noticed I wasn't in here. I'm like, you threw me for a loop before we went live on here. Tell us your thoughts.
I think that Neil Magny at plus 330 has a lot of value. And there is a path to victory for Neil Magny.
What is it?
He's bigger. He's bigger. He's strong. Like, he trains with bigger heavyweights. So it's not like Rakhmonov is going to overpower him with something he's never felt before. He trains with like Curtis Blades and Zach Puga and all those guys, right? I just don't believe, he's long. He's very good in the clinch, and he has cardio for days. I've never really seen Rakhmonov pushed at a pace that Neil Magny can push a pace. It's hard
Zack,
to keep up with.
He wears the hat to the cage, bro. You don't need to see him. Like, dude, this dude is freaking climbing mountains in
You make me so angry sometimes.
Pakistan. He's literally climbing mountains in I was going to say Afghanistan, Pakistan, the stands. He's chasing animals up mountainsides. This guy's not getting tired.
Off again.
only when we boycott stuff. Let's get out of here.
I mean, do I think Neil Magny is going to win and should be favored? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying at plus 330.
Yeah.
Neil Magny's a live dog here. And if you think that Neil Magny's experience and all the guys he's been in there with and stuff, like if you think that he's just going to get like mopped over, I think you're kind of crazy. I think if this was a 5-round fight, I'd even pick Neil Magny because I've seen him do it for 5 rounds before at a crazy pace. All of these guys, right? Chimaev, all these guys, when they go up and they fight somebody that's established and been there,
yeah,
it's a different pace. And Neil Magny can go into this fight. That's the other thing. Rakhmonov, the other dudes he's fighting, they've never been in there with anything like Rakhmonov. Neil Magny can go. He's not scared to fight this guy. He doesn't care. Neil Magny was the one that was calling for the Chimaev fight. He was asking for it.
Oh, I remember. You
know, and Neil Magny, I think there's a lot. I think mental is really huge in these fights because there's a lot. I think a lot of these guys, the Chimaevs, Khabib, Rakhmonov, like those Russians and stuff, I think a lot of guys are intimidated by him, whether they'll show it or admit it. In their head, they know they're in for a long fight. I think Neil Magny's going to this fight going, I could beat this guy. And he believes it. Just like Gilbert Burns did with Chimaev.
Can I just tell you a little stat here?
Sure.
Rakhmonov is 15-0 with 15 finishes.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens if he can't get him out of there?
Second round, third round, first round, second round, punches, guillotine, rear naked choke, triangle choke, punches, chokes.
Dude, he's not choking Neil Magny. He's not submitting Neil Magny. He's not.
I will agree that the odds are definitely a little off on this one, I feel like Magny's getting a little disrespected on this one. I think Rakhmonov wins. Would I put money on it? Not at minus 400. But I think he wins.
I think Neil Magny makes it close for comfort.
I think he finishes Magny. How do you like that?
If he could catch him and knock him out, maybe. Neil's huge at 172.
I know. So if Shavkat wins, and that puts him at 10, can we get a Chimaev versus Shavkat?
I don't think so yet.
Sean Brady?
Oh my. Sean Brady versus
Magny gets slept. See, Mason's picking up what I'm throwing down.
Hey, Zach did make. If you're agreeing with Mason, you're already wrong.
Hey, I got it. I told you, I give you credit though. The odds on Magny, like, I don't think you could lay minus 400. Like, if you're putting Shavkat in a parlay, like, oh man, that's
scary.
Tough. If he's the last leg of a parlay at minus 400, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a killer, and I'm high on him. I told you since he made his UFC debut that I was high on this guy. I watched his previous fights. He's legit.
Oh, he is legit. But Neil Magny's legit, and he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And experience means a lot in this game.
It does. This fight's going to tell us.
Ready for my official prediction?
Yeah.
Rakhmonov 29-28.
This
unanimous decision, but Magny maybe steals the third round with his cardio and pace.
This fight will tell us a lot about Shavkat because if he
if he steamrolls Magny, okay.
Yeah. People are going to be praising him. All right. We have our main event. I am so excited about this one. Arman Tsarukyan against Matsus Gamrot. I probably just butchered his first name. Tsarukyan is 18-2. He stands 5'7" with a 72.5-inch reach. Gamrot the gamer, 20-1, stands 5'10" with a 70.5-inch reach. So a little height advantage for Gamrot, reach advantage for Tsarukyan. I mean, you got probably two of the best up-and-coming lightweights in the world right now facing off against each other. I am excited about this one. You got another little gem to sprinkle on us on this one.
Oh, I'm not going to share that.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably too much to share.
Can't share training room stuff.
This is going to be a good fight.
Trading room and in the cage are different, though.
100%.
The little nugget I heard, but I'm going to go ahead and just say I think Tsarukyan is a top fight lightweight right now, and as game and as tough as I think Gamrot is, I think that Tsarukyan wins and gives Gamrot. I mean, I think Gamrot's a stud, but I think Tsarukyan's probably the one person that I think could give Islam a real fight in that style of a fight.
I mean, their first fight was pretty close, right?
Did, right?
Yeah, he gave him problems.
And if you can give Islam problems and you're getting better, his stand-up's better than Islam's.
He's only 25.
He's a kid.
The kid's only 25 years old.
So yeah, I'm on Tsarukyan pretty heavy on this one. I think he gets it done. Gamrot's tough though, and it's another one where, I mean, it just takes one mistake in 25 minutes. It just takes one mistake.
I mean, he's lost one. His only loss was against Kutateladze. That's his only loss. And we just saw Kutateladze lose a super close split decision to Ismagulov last weekend.
Yeah.
That's his only loss. Right? Oh, man. That lightweight division is scary.
It's terrifying.
Those guys aren't even, those two are not even in the top 10. They should be. You should get Tony out of there. You should get Connor out of there. You could leave the rest. Tony and Connor don't need to be in the top 10.
Tony and Connor, neither of them beat Tsarukyan.
No, they don't beat Gamrot either. I think Gamrot beats both of them too.
Probably.
Connor, I mean, we're
Connor has a shot. Tony has
Connor has a shot because but he's shown some holes though with that last Poirier fight and his striking. Not quite as sharp as he usually is.
Now just go box Floyd. You better payday.
Get that $100 million, playa.
You're not in there with killers. Floyd's at least not going to just end your life or try to. That's the thing. The 155ers, they're all killers, dude. They're trying to end you. And Connor's just not a killer anymore.
No. Hey, what do you have DraftKings lineup?
I do not. I've been a little busy.
We've been a little busy getting ready for the fights. So, who are your locks for the night? Give me your upsets and your locks for the night.
So, if I was going to have to put them at, I think my live dogs, my locks, I'm taking Tsarukyan.
Okay.
Thiago Moises. Umar Nurmagomedov, obviously. My underdogs, Ulberg, Cody Durden. Oh, I like Mario Batista too. He's not an underdog. That's what I feel really good about. I'll take Chris Curtis. I'll take Chris Curtis too, by decision or by knockout.
Yeah, I like an underdog pick will be Demopoulos, Ulberg. Those are going to be my two underdog picks. My locks, I think, Tsarukyan, Rakhmonov, Moises, Nurmagomedov, Curtis. Who else would be? And then Batista. Those are probably my locks for the night.
What I feel good about.
Yeah, that's for me. Hey, if you haven't got your tickets yet, fiercefightingchampionship.com. Come out and see us tomorrow. Grab me and Zack, take a picture with us, post it online. We're going to be there all day. It's going to be fun. We got starting off with some jiu-jitsu. Zack has a teammate in the competition. I have a teammate in the competition. different brackets, so we'll
I
get to
wish they
cheer
were
on
in
our
the same
team.
bracket. Then we could make a little bet on who goes.
Then we
further.
could, a little side bet,
Yeah, so that way
They
we could, degenerate.
They would probably be
others
so
quick,
mad at us. Can you imagine how pissed off they would be at it over their bet?
We'll just be on the side, just being like, I got 2-1 on Maddie.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun, man.
Fiji, if you're coming, just remember, no cash, dog.
No cash, Fiji. It's gonna be a super fun day and night tomorrow. Yeah, man. We'll see you guys on Monday for our little recap to see how the weekend went.
Cool.
If you can't make it to the fights, click and watch the pay-per-view. We out. Maybe.